Hey everyone, this is Dad's Toys and Things, and in this episode, we're gonna compare three water dispensers, sometimes called water pump or sometimes called camping faucets. Talking about function, they're the same. They dispense us water from a source, but the big difference, aside from the obvious differences in size, is the price. One of this is just $22 Canadian dollars, and one of them is about 129 Canadian dollars. The question is it worth getting the expensive one or the cheap one actually works and that's all you need? We're going to go through each and every one of them, and at the end of the video, you decide, and I'll let you know which is the expensive one, which is the cheapest one. Let's dive right into it. Starting with the size, you can see, oh, so with all this tree, this is the only one that has a case. Not that it helps, I don't know. I mean, you could put this inside, but this is the case. And up this tree, as you can see, this one you can fold the faucet. This one you can fold. This one is fixed. They all come with a hose. This for the Dometic, and this is for the generic, and this is for the generic. Let's look at the hose. This one is the shortest of the three, but I think you don't really need to be that long depending on your water source. And at the very end of this, let's see if I can show it to you, or it may be dropped. I think I dropped it somewhere. There is a filter that goes into the end of this, and I think I just drop it. You know, shows you that it's easy to lose that particular filter. Now, the one in the middle, I think they're the same. They're almost the same. So in a way, I could interchange the hose from this one if I need a longer one. But this one doesn't come with a filter. This one did, but I already lost it. And this one has, I think it's as long as this one, but it's the thinnest one. And I think this is the most easiest to kink out of the three. But they're all good hoses. This is pretty thick. This is pretty thick. If you compare with the other one, you can see the thickness on this from the Dometic, and then from the middle one, and this is the thinnest. So that's for the hose. They're all rechargeable. This one is unfortunately micro USB. Yeah, I don't know why. And this one, USB-C. Yay. This one, also USB-C. Um, I did pause a bit because I was like, why are you using micro USB? And as you can see on this tree, this one has a stand. This is a removable stand. And I'll show you why you need this later. And this one is also a stand. This one doesn't have a stand. However, it's got a magnet at the bottom. I made a makeshift stand for that thing. You can see there, and this is as a metal. So I could stand it like that. Going back to the Dometic, it's got two plates, a round one and the square one. And it comes with a tape, two-sided tape, so you can stick it in, and then this one can go on top of it. Imagine if you have a table, you want this to be on the edge of the table, You can stick this in. Of course, it's a one-time use. If you have to peel it off, then you need to find another tape to transfer it. Now, this too, it comes with a cap inside. See, like that. And the purpose of this cap is to, here. And the purpose of the cap is if you're going to use it on those, is it 5 gallons that you buy from the grocery store and you don't need to use this. I don't have those water gallons, but the thing is you just put it on top like that and that's it. That's your water dispenser on top of the water gallon, water jug. And this is the same purpose. I don't really use it because I don't I don't carry those even in camping, even at home. I don't really buy them. So I just use this as it is like that. Now, where do these hoses go? Let's start with the Dometic. It goes at the back and it's pretty straightforward putting them in just like that. With this one, the one in the middle, the generic one, it's not actually generic. It's got a name, but I'll put it in the description, all of this, so you can check it out if you're interested. Now, the other thing with this is this bottom right here, it's got a bit of a suction cup, very small, but if you're on a smooth surface, it's got a little bit of a grip, so it's not gonna slide. First thing is you put it here, go through that, and right at the bottom, you attach it. Very simple, very straightforward, and then put it in. Now you can just put it anywhere on a table, and there you go. This one, very much the same. Just put it here, put it under, and just like that. And I think you probably can buy these hoses if you want to have longer ones on hardware stores. I'm not really sure, but I think you probably can because these are just regular size for the most part. Okay, now talking about the faucet right here. This one, as you can see, it's got a light underneath, and how you activate it is a double tap. One, two. Oh, is it discharge? There you go. Nope. The second one turns it off. The first one, double tap, takes a lot. It takes time to get used to it. The double tap. But what it does initially, when you double tap it, it's gonna prime the water before dispensing. This one, you got two buttons right here, and I like that. And this is the to turn it on. Let's up. I got to open the faucet, and now you can see it's open. And then there you go, continues. Or if I wanted to 800 ml, so it's gonna count and dispenses up to 800 ml. Or you can say I just want 200 ml, and it's automatically gonna dispense 200 ml, and then you can stop it. I like that part. I like that part that you can preset how much water you're gonna get from the source. And yeah, I kind of like that part. So what do you think? What are you thinking right now? Without looking at the description and clicking on the link, how much do you think this is with that feature, which is really good? Now, going to this one, you open this up, and that's your faucet. You have two different button. It's not touch button. It's an actual button. You turn it on, and then the other one, it changes the amount of water that you're gonna dispense. Okay, and like I said, They do exactly the same thing. They have the same purpose. A little bit of differences in the appearance and all this stuff, but for the purpose, it's the same. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is test the water dispensing. I'm gonna put my sink right here. Let's do some adjustments. There you go. As you can see, I'm gonna get them to draw water from this container here, and let's see how they work. Okay, so double tap to turn it on. It's priming water, and there you go. If you want to stop it, one press. Okay, so that's for the Dometic. Let's go to the next one. All right. So this one, you have two choices. The first is continuous flow. It's priming the water, and there you go. Stop it. And if you want to preset, like I said, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna set a 200 ml, and it stops when you reach a 200 ml automatically. So I'm gonna stop that. Now the other thing that I didn't mention, on the Dometic, if you leave it open, it will stop the pump if it's already drew about a liter of water. I wish that's different because now you're gonna waste a liter of water. This one, you can switch from 200, 600, and 800. You leave it alone, you pump the water that you need, and it automatically stops. Let's go to the last one. All right. So this one, turn it on, it's pump priming, and there you go. Stop it, and you can also select from the left. Yeah, there you go. How much water you're gonna dispense. It feels like they're doing the same, exactly same thing. So I don't know why they had this one and they had this one. So if I see, it's doing exactly the same thing, and that's fine. I mean, it's not as expensive as the other ones. Oops. Anyway, but like I said, that's fine by me. Now, if you're not familiar with the brand, and without looking at the description, which one do you think is the most expensive? Is it the biggest one? Is it the one with more features? Or is this Dometic one? If you selected this as the most expensive, that will be wrong. If you say this is, again, that will be wrong. This is the most expensive, the Dometic. It runs about 129 Canadian right now. And this one runs about $22, 22 Canadian dollars. Dometic, they're a well-known brand, and I like the fact that underneath there's a magnet. So if I'm overlanding, if I'm doing day trips, I could just, stick it on a table and not worry about, because it's magnetic. I could, you know, I could buy another one of these plates, not from Dometic, because I could get a plate from a hardware store and then put a double-sided tape, and it works the same way. It follows the same purpose. It has the same purpose. It's got a light. I don't know how useful that would be. Um, the button here, it takes some getting used to within between the double tap to turn it on and the single tap to turn it off. I don't like the micro USB. I mean, you're the most expensive one and you're using micro USB. And the case, come on, Dometic, 129 bucks, and this is all you come up in terms of the case. Well, it's gonna keep them together, but I would expect something a little bit better in terms of case. I don't expect a case from this one. It's 22 bucks. I don't know if it's still gonna be 22 bucks when by the time that this video hits, is published. But that's how you know, that's what I bought it for. And this none of these are sponsored. I bought all of them. This one I don't even remember how much I bought it for. This is the first one that I got. I've had it for quite some time, and I'm happy with it. I mean, the base is a little bit bigger, which makes it easier to put it anywhere. I wish the oh, problem with the touchscreen. So that's the problem with the touchscreen. I barely touch it, and it went. So let me clean that up first. And I understand why Dometic did theirs the same. Well, you have to tap twice for the water to flow. However, let me tell you, I've had instances with this where I'm trying to put it away, and for some reason, it it interprets what I'm doing as a double tap, and it turns it on. I wish there's a separate um, power switch on that you can switch it off, so you don't have to rely on this touch screen, uh, touch button. Same thing with this. This is just a single tap, it turns on. It would have been better if there's a separate power on and off switch, so it doesn't activate, you know, um, accidentally. So what I did with this one is I put it in an old lunchbox, so nothing's touching the top, so it won't activate accidentally. And then I get to the campsite, and the everything's drained. I like the fact that this one, when you close it, there you go. And I think that, yeah, probably that's the on and off button. So yeah, but if this gets engaged somehow, now it's turned on, and you press this, yeah, probably I'll just put a rubber band in here to make sure that this doesn't open up, and this won't work. So for the cheapest among the three, I know this is cheapest. I don't know exactly how much I paid for the bigger one, but it's more than this one. It's got a lot of the function that I want. The only thing that I don't like about this is this one. It's at the bottom. I wish it's on here, but I guess that's the purpose, because you can use it on a water jug. The one, like I said, the one that you buy from the grocery store. When I go camping, I always take these two. This is for the kitchen, for the sink, for washing your face, washing dishes, and everything. And I use this specifically for drinking. I do have a Dometic 11-liter jug that I pair with this, so I don't mix the one that's for drinking and the one that's for washing. Because this one I could just get the water from tap at the campsite, no problem. But this one I do bring water specifically for drinking. This one is a backup. I use it as a backup. Now, see, problem with this one, even if it's close, it will engage. But since it's not tap, you do have to press it. So that's the only thing. And I guess that's one of the reason why I tried looking for another one aside from that. This is the biggest one. See, this is the biggest. You can see this. This one is thinner, more sleek, and that's why I bought another one. And that's why I bought the Dometic, because I saw a lot of good reviews on the Dometic, and I wanted to try it. Do I like it? Kind of. Do I love it? No. I love this thing. I like this thing. I love this thing. I wish the features on this thing is on the Dometic. And I think that's something that they could easily have done. If you could produce something at this price range with all those features in the Dometic, this would be the best pump ever. And once again, thank you for watching. And please don't forget to click that like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when a new video is out. And for my fellow Canadians, it's almost camping season, so let's go glamping. Bye.